Let's go back in time to high school algebra. That was when we introduced letters to mathematical equations and had to solve for x. I'm not really sure what the point of that was, but anyway. But there is one thing that I remember from algebra that really is important, if not for any other reason than that it helps you think about things in a new way. There's a principle called, now bear with me, the transitive property of inequalities. And here's the way it works. It basically goes, if A is greater than B and B is greater than C, then A is greater than C. So if I'm taller than my son and my son is taller than his sister or my daughter, then I would be taller than my daughter. Makes sense. Now, the reason that this is so important to understand is because it needs to be applied to how people manage their money. So right now this week, markets are coming back a little bit, but we've been on a roller coaster. Since the last election, we had a solid year. Last year we were down a little bit, and this year it seems to kind of be going in both directions, depending on the news of the day, because the news of the day drives the market. And that's very important to understand. And here's why. You see, one of the things I ask people when they start to wonder what the markets are going to do and what should they do, I ask them, do you feel that the news of the day is unpredictable? And before it happens, does anybody know what's going to happen? And of course, the answer is no, because no one knows. Okay, so the news of the day is unpredictable. Well, do you agree that the investment markets react to the news of the day? And just about everybody that I've asked has always said yes, absolutely. And so if the news of the day is unpredictable and markets react to the news, then aren't markets unpredictable? That would make sense, right? And yet, I still see time and time again people and professionals trying to make what they call strategic moves or tactical moves. That's the new term now, right? Tactical. To take advantage of what they think is going to happen before it actually happens. And folks, this is just another way to speculate or gamble. Don't do it. There's no reason to do it. Every bit of research basically suggests otherwise. Nobel Prizes have been awarded to people who say, you know what? You can't outguess the news or the markets. Everything we already know, it's already factored into the price. It's what we don't know that's going to move the markets. So look at your investments. If they are not true index or asset class funds, you may have a problem, because the very nature of so many of these investments out there is to gamble or speculate. Now, they may not be doing it excessively, but I read these reports about funds that try to beat their benchmarks, and very few are able to do it. And if they were able to do it, I would guess that they're doing it based more on luck than actual skill. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about this, because all I've done is kind of giving you a little tease, I've got some great materials to send out to you, but I'm only going to send it out if you really want it. So here's what you need to do. Text Retire Game Plan, all one word, to 555-888, and we'll send you what's called our Retirement Rescue Game Plan. You'll get a physical package in the mail with financial reports, a copy of my book, an audio CD, and exclusive access to my video course entitled Retire Tax Free.